I made this video especially for people who are feeling sad, miserable, depressed. Maybe they're feeling scared, anxious, maybe angry, maybe they're just mentally confused and emotionally uptight. They might have lots of fancy labels to go with it, but I'm not really into labels. But if you think this sounds like you, then please keep watching. If you watch the video all the way through and you participate like I ask you to do, you will get significant benefits from it. The sort of benefits I'm talking about is your head will become a lot clearer. All of those crazy thoughts that are around in there, they'll slow down. They might disappear, but they'll certainly slow down and it'll be a lot clearer. All of those memories and things that you have of recent disasters, they will probably shrink in your head. They might seem further away, they might disappear, they might come into better focus so that you can do something with them. But they will change. In your body, you probably have knots, lumps, feel really tight here. Chest, solar plexus are very common, but you can also have backaches, headaches, neck aches, all sorts of things where you've got tension stored in your body. A lot of this has an emotional base. So when we tidy up all your emotions, your body will feel a lot more relaxed and you'll generally feel a lot better off. Okay, obvious question is, how am I going to do it? Or how are we going to do it? The answer is fairly easy. I'm a spiritual healer. I have access to a lot of resources that other people don't physically see and don't understand. Basically, I can pray for somebody in my little quiet meditative way and God will heal them. I know that might be a big ask, but just bear with me, just follow the video and just let things happen. I'm also a naturopath, a counsellor, a hypnotherapist, and a whole pile of other things as well. So I have had a bit of practice at this, like 25-30 years worth. Just trust me, we can make this work. Your part, you just pretend that you are my client. You've come to see me, you've got a problem, you're prepared to talk about it, you're prepared to listen to some advice, and above all, you want some help to calm down these crazy emotions and understand your experiences. Okay, I'm sitting in my healing room and right opposite me is a nice comfy chair. So we'll show you a picture of that. Okay, just pretend you are sitting in that chair and you are talking at me or listening to me, but you're there in the nice chair in this warm room and it's safe, secure environment. Okay, if you like, pause the video for a moment and go find yourself a nice, quiet, comfortable spot. Someplace where you won't be interrupted, you can relax, lie down. Oh, the chair of course does recline. So go find your own spot, then you can come back and restart the video. Okay, welcome back. Normally it's about now that I'd have a really good chat with you, my client. You tell me a bit about yourself. You tell me your problem, your circumstances, how you experience your problem, how it's messing up your life, how you'd like things to be different. That's okay, that's all basic counselling stuff, not that much different if you'd gone to a doctor or someone else. I'll ask you lots of questions to fill in the different gaps. Of course, I'll be looking for different things to what you might automatically volunteer, but we'd have a question and answer sort of chat. I ask you things, maybe I'll make some suggestions, But basically, I'm trying to get you to think about your experiences a bit differently, give you ideas on how to understand them, what you can learn from it, what you can do differently next time. Again, this is all basic counselling sorts of things, so it's not that strange, or it shouldn't be that strange to most of you. All right, now for simplicity's sake, there are maybe 3 different types of clients that I get. One type, the most common, they're usually competent, functioning sort of people. They have jobs, they have families, everything seems to be working okay on the outside, except on the inside, they're not happy. They're carrying an emotional load. Somewhere in the past, they've had some kind of bad experience, 1 or 2 of them, and it's left them emotionally scarred. Okay? This is probably the cause of their current depression, anxiety, whatever label they're carrying. But certainly it's related to their problems. Second kind of people, they're much more desperate. Emotionally, mentally, they have been shattered. They may still be completely shattered. But it's so bad that they are not functioning at all well. Maybe they have PTSD labels or something like that, but there can be any kind of label, but somewhere in the past they have had one or a whole string of different stressful experiences, things that have really left them screwed up. Okay, that's our second group. The third group, and you might laugh at this, but there are enough of these people, you probably know a few, that these would be the high maintenance kind of people. They live on their emotions. When they're up and they're great fun to be with. When they're down, they're real downers, and they're a bit of a pain and hard to live with. It's even harder for them to live with themselves. Now, it's not that they've necessarily done anything to get this way. They just seem to be naturally wired to be emotional people, and they live on their emotions. Okay, it's just one way of being. But if you are an emotional person, you are prone to shooting yourself in the foot. Everything that happens, you tend to take it personally. So when something bad happens, everybody's out to get you. It is personal. You feel rejected, abandoned, upset, attacked, and it's not a good way to be. Okay. Maybe you can spot yourself in one of those groups, or maybe you're a bit different. They're not rigid categories, but just give you some idea. In my next video, I'll come back and talk a bit more about these people from the counselling angle and from how they think and how we go about it. But right now, it'll be a whole lot easier if you just believe me. You can feel a whole lot better than what you do now. You can learn to function a whole lot better than what you have been. Your problem can be dealt with. We can find solutions. Okay, now let's just sit on that for a moment. I can't really cover all of those things in a personal way because you're not here. But we can skip ahead to the healing process. That part I can do and you can benefit from right here, right now. The key to just about every consultation is this healing process. This is where you get to sit back and relax. I sit here, nod off into a prayer meditation space, and you will deeply relax. Now, there are different ways to explain how this process happens. You might have a simple approach and say, look, I disappear into a meditation space, my brainwaves slow right down, and I kind of drag you into that meditation space with me. It's sort of true, it's not a bad explanation. One that's probably more technically accurate from my point of view but which is so much harder for other people to understand and to believe. It's unbelievably simple. I get into my prayer space, I ask God to heal my client, you in this case, and this little group of angels sort of turn up and they do the work. The way I would see it is the energy flows through me, sets up a whole force field sort of thing in the room. The angels turn up. They'll be a bit like a team of surgeons, if you like, but they will go to work on your energy patterns that I can see. They'll repair them, rebuild them, and when they're finished, off they go. I wake up, I'll wake you up, and we see where you are. The nearest mechanical thing I can think of as a comparison would be a reset button or a restore function on your computer. Now, I don't know if you're like me on this respect, but in my household I'm known as a bit of an uncode when it comes to new technology. I get into trouble with my computer and my mobile phone, and I'm not really very good at these things. So my wife will help me out, but okay, one of my little favourites in the computer is the restore function. So whenever I get stuck, I will always try simple things. I turn the thing off and hopefully reset it. Otherwise, I'll go to look for the restore function and I'll restore it back to some point in time where it worked okay. Now, if you can imagine something similar happening to you, we will reset your thoughts, your memories, your emotions back to some point where they all function nicely. Now, how are you going to experience all of this? Probably, and most people experience it this way, you're just going to lay back there. You might look at me for a minute to sort of see what the hell I'm up to. When you realise I'm not doing much in an outward sense, you just close your eyes and let it happen. Slowly but surely, several things typically happen. A lot of the different thoughts will slow down. Now literally, you can feel them slow down. Some will disappear, some will get refiled, but they'll go from crazy and racing to calm and okay. A lot of the emotions that go with the thoughts will also calm down. In the next video, I'll explain how thoughts and emotions are connected, but for the moment, just accept this is normal. Just let it happen. All those different emotional lumps and knots and tension you're carrying in your body, all that grrr sort of stuff, or they're common. You might feel knots or something as these things unwind, but when we're finished, you will feel nice, calm, relaxed, all over. Does everybody feel exactly like this? No. That's the common average model. And everybody will end up feeling something like that. But in the middle, some people experience things a little bit different. Some people are a bit more aware, some people are a bit more dramatic about it. How you experience it, this is pretty much a personal how you experience it. Like what's real to you is real to you. So I've had people come back and describe how other people are in the room and they're doing things to them, for them. It's not particularly unpleasant or anything, it just is. I've had other people describe things like, oh, I felt this knife being pulled out of my chest or out of my back. And I think, okay, if that's how you feel it and that's appropriate for your memories and your circumstance, then that's okay. You just go with it. I've also had some people who will disappear into their own trip and come back and tell me about all these beautiful bits of music or lights or something that they saw, or the odd spirit guide that they met. And again, this is not what normally happens, but it's all okay. If it happens, it happens. You just go with it. Okay. Are we ready? I'll just get you to lie back in your chair. If you need to sort of put the video on pause for a while, you can. So off you go. When you're ready, turn it back on. I'll get on with the meditation and you just get to lay there and let it happen. It'll take about 15-20 minutes. I'm not going to tell you exactly, I don't know exactly. At the end of that time, I will wake up. My intuition side, my own spirit guides will say, righto, we're done. I'll wake up. I'll gently wake you up, and most people are in like a trancy, semi-sleep sort of state by then. So I'll talk to you and gently wake you up. Okay, well, let's do it. Enjoy the trip. Okay, time to wake up. So just very gently bring yourself back to that normal waking state. It's a bit like when you wake up in the morning, you sort of think, oh gosh, have I got to wake up? But you just generally talk yourself into it. You might have to sort of flex your fingers and toes. You might want to wriggle around a little bit or have a bit of a stretch. Just gently come on back to consciousness and talk to me for a moment. Okay, don't jump up and rush around, just stay with it for a little bit longer. Just check a couple of things for me. Just pay attention to what's going on inside your own head now. And just pay attention, just see what you're thinking about and how clear or not it is. Notice the difference between now and before we did the healing session. Okay, check your body. Your heart should be beating slowly, firmly, steadily, nice and relaxed. Your breathing should be nice and gentle from your solar plexus. Your body all over should be nice and relaxed. It's like you've had a really deep sleep for a long time. And if you go back and check those memories, the memories of the events that really upset you in the past, just check their structure. You should still be able to remember it, but now the memory should be like a little picture or further away, and you should be like detached from it, like you can look at it like you're looking at a photo album, but you don't feel drawn into it. It probably doesn't have much sound, so it'll be like a still picture, like a photograph, little postcard, not like a big video, and not one that sucks you in and makes you replay it. If you've got to that stage, then really good. That's a successful session. Okay, now end of session, but there's a couple of last things I can add on the end. You can go back and watch this video again anytime you like, as often as you like. You can repeat it for the same problem, for recurring problems, for next problems. Anytime you like, you can go watch the video, and you should get a relaxing healing benefit each time. You can get your friends to watch the video. Now, as far as I know, there's no limit to how many people can watch it. I will make more videos for more specific situations, and the next video should be one explaining a lot of the counselling angles and how I think to go with it. So keep your eye out for that one as well. And one last thing, it probably occurs to you to wonder why I would make the videos. I mean, I'm not asking you to buy anything, I'm not asking you to join anything or sign up for anything. It's largely because of my belief system. The way I see the world, you, me, everyone else, we're all created by God. It's a bit like we're all brothers or sisters or something, all children of God. I'm not sure what the right phrase is there, but we are all connected. We are all part of the one. If I do something that affects another person, that affects you, me, and indirectly it affects everybody, all of this one. So as far as I'm concerned, I would do as many nice things as I can to help as many other people as I can, because I believe it makes them better off, and it makes all of us better off, and it also rebounds and helps to make me better off. Okay, this is something you might want to think about. Bye for now. See you next time.